Hey there everyone, I hope we have some Hazbin Hotel fans here today as we're making a Katie Killjoy doll. I start by selecting the doll that we're going to use for a base. This Spectra is perfect, but I'm going to be taking the head from one and using the stained body from another since I'm going to be painting it anyway. After detaching the heads from both, I keep the pieces that I need and put the rest away. Then start prepping the body by removing any seam lines. Then I clean the whole surface with alcohol wipes. Once entirely clean, I use epoxy to build up her hips and buttocks. This will give her a much more fitting silhouette. I am careful not to hinder the joint's movement at all. Once the bulk is applied, it's all about smoothing and blending. When the epoxy dries, I sand it to further smoothen it. Comparing it to the original body, you can see that she has much more curve to her now. With the sculpting complete, I begin adding a base coat of white to her body, focusing especially on her clear plastic areas. After numerous coats, I seal the paint to prevent it from chipping. Now with the body drying, I turn to work on the head. First off, the original hair has to go, but I keep it tied off so that I can use it in another project. Now that's gone, I use acetone to remove all of the factory paint. I like a fully clean surface to work on. For this face, she won't need any of her features, so I remove them with an X-Acto knife. And begin creating her flat face with some more epoxy. being careful to blend it into the head. Once that's all dry, I begin sketching the rough face design in watercolour pencil. At this point I was waiting on paints to arrive, so I moved on to her dress. I made a basic pattern, cut it out and began sewing it together. Let me know if you're interested in any of my clothes making tutorials. I tend to skip over these areas because they're such a time-consuming process. Now the paints have arrived, I begin adding colour to her face. I'm going with flat bold colours to capture her character. The first coat is always a bit messy and transparent. Can't forget her nails. When the base coat is dry, I go in with some darker colours. And then the final more intricate details. I just love this character's grin. With the head dry, finally it gets reunited with its body. And now I can take the wefts that I made earlier and begin her hair. This is another process that I can show you in a more detailed video if you would like. With wefts fully covering her head, I think it's time for a haircut. And after a chop and style, this is where we are. Her final piece is her Bolero Jacket. I made another pattern, whip it together, and her final look. I really like working on these longer projects and I hope you do too. It'd be really cool to make some of the other characters from Hazbin Hotel. As always, thanks for watching, and all my socials are in the description if you want to see more. Thanks guys, bye!